How's it going, guys? MrHulthen here, and today we'll be talking a little bit about the recent BioWare blog post that was published just yesterday, the 6th of January 2022, because we actually get some glimpses behind the scenes over at BioWare, and a few details about Mass Effect 4 or 5. But before we continue, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you want to support me in my content creation endeavor, you could always become a member. And thank you to my lovely members of the Ensven Squad. You guys are amazing. Alright, so let's talk about the blog post, shall we? So in this post, the very general manager of BioWare himself, Gary McKay, gave us some updates on what's going on over at BioWare and what's been happening ever since the pandemic started. Of course, things haven't been going super smoothly because a lot of people all over the world has to work from home, me included. So I do understand where he's coming from when he says that things have been pretty difficult. Gary lifts some very positive things though, and highlights Mass Effect a lot in this post. He specifically mentions the success of Mass Effect Legendary Edition with this. Even with the challenges of the pandemic, we saw some earlier success with the incredible reception to the launch of Mass Effect Legendary Edition in May. From the press to our fans, the feedback has been insanely positive. We're so proud to have released one of the highest rated games on console, and the reception really underscores the value of striving for excellence and quality in every element of a game. And yeah, I agree with that statement. Mass Effect Legendary Edition topped the Steam charts and was one of the most successful game title launches during 2021. So for anyone who's been asking the question, is Mass Effect dead on Google? Here you go. No, Mass Effect is alive and thriving. Another great update from Gary is the fact that BioWare is going to start hiring people all over North America instead of just locally, because of how they've been able to adapt to working from home. Alright, so I know you guys are hungry for the juicy stuff, so let's get into that. Gary of course updates us on the status of both Dragon Age 4 and the next Mass Effect. And of course, we remain hard at work on the next iterations of Dragon Age and Mass Effect. I'm seeing some incredible work from both teams. If you're curious about Mass Effect, I'd encourage you to take a look at the poster we released on N7 Day. If you look closely, there are a handful of hidden treats. By my count, there are at least 5 surprises, all of which point to an amazing future in the Mass Effect universe. Now this woke my curiosity. Gary states that there are 5 hints or surprises in this poster. We know of the Geth-shaped crater, there are Geth bodies in there, and there are Quarian bodies in there. There is a suspiciously red-looking Krogan that I'm hoping is Rex, and I guess that's 4 hints. Or maybe it's only 3. Maybe the Geth and the Quarian hint counts as 1. Tell me in the comments below if you guys have found anything else. Well, except the ship, because I don't think that's a surprise exactly. But here's something about Dragon Age 2. As for Dragon Age, we have a veteran group of talented developers working on the next iteration of the franchise. We are focused on a single-player experience that is built on choices that matter. Now interestingly, he writes this as a separate paragraph to Mass Effect. And well, it's great that BioWare is laser focused on developing Dragon Age as a single-player game, but the fact that he states this separately from Mass Effect is still giving me a small hint that maybe Mass Effect will have multiplayer in the next game, which I would be completely fine with. It's also possible that he means both games when he says this, which in that case would mean that BioWare would go back to its roots to making extremely well-made choice-based games. Gary also talks about how he took on the role as the general manager to rebuild BioWare's reputation, and that it's his biggest priority, that BioWare wants to win back the trust of the fans and the community. And I gotta say that this is refreshing to read. The fact that he states that BioWare knows what's at stake here just gives me more hope for the future, because this means that they finally may understand what it was that made people all over the world fall in love with their games. And that is creating amazing universes that you can get lost in, but where you get to make a lot of choices and that they matter somewhat. Gary also finished the blog with a quote from GameSpot where they said, Mass Effect Legendary Edition is a gargantuan reminder of just how good a developer BioWare is when it's firing on all cylinders. And I agree, Mass Effect Legendary Edition was such a great remaster because it improved on things that could only make the games better, and left stuff alone that would have made it worse. Still, it could also be that the original trilogy has always been extremely beloved, but in any case, the Legendary Edition is very much the superior version of the game. Before I end the video, I just want to give you guys a quick update from Michael Gamble on Twitter. Just today, he tweeted that they're still looking for more people to join the Mass Effect team. So if you have any technical expertise in either Unreal, if you're good at animating, or if you know how to program and you live in North America, make sure you check out the job listings. I've left the link below in the description. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? Are you excited for the future? And please do tell me if you find any more secrets in the official poster. And as always, have a great day, guys. MrHulthen signing out.